and I did not finish 3 of the classes. I did 3 of them, and I made straight A's. You're live! Here I am, guys. Oh, that Miss Cat, she's something else. Oh, girl. That girl's attacked me for years, almost 2 years. And now she want to come out and do lives like she mean. I just get it. But you know what? Get it out there. Get it out there. You got to do a live, talk about it. Right there, we're live. Okay, so now, that's great. So let me get back to this schooling. I went ahead and I quit. Well, then I got divorced. I was 18 years old and get a divorce. And I was waitressing. And I had a baby, a 1 year old. One years old. I didn't come out with I didn't know what I was going to do. So I decided to go back to school. I went through 1 more class of correspondence and then 2 classes at night classes. Made straight A's again. Raised my GPA to a B in high school with those 6 classes. Then I went to college off and on. I have not got a diploma. I have all my required classes, all your regular classes, and I made straight A's. I had 2 B's in my entire college classes. Astronomy, didn't even have to take it, but wanted to challenge myself. And then I had a math class, Arable. I still count my fingers, no kidding. Hi, Angela. So if you guys will take this and come over. Oh, looky, Vernon. And I can't block him, but look who's there. Vernon, we're not going to do this today. So I'm going to try to block you, but let's see. I just want to warn you, I would probably stop messing with you. Just saying. So go over to my YouTube if you haven't. People are coming on there. I'm really not going to be doing a lot of lives on this one. Oh, I'm talking to another. I'm on live on Facebook, Angela. And then I was trying to get on live here, and I was having difficulty. So I just got on. I'm about ready in the feed with Facebook and go strictly to YouTube. And here we go. All in full force, guys. So come over here, guys, and help me with these haters. You can ask questions and answers, absolutely, but I want to discuss some of the things that are going on in our community. You don't have to like me. That's fine. But the problem is our communities, our states, our children, and our families are suffering big time. Vernon says he hates me. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Vernon. Facebook, switch over to YouTube. You can come watch. Make sure that you hit subscribe and then do the alarm so you can get notifications. Yes, I'm on YouTube right now, so switch over. Jamie Story Talks. I posted the link, and we're not going to feed into that stuff. There's one thing that I've learned through all of this is you can't change other people, and a lot of them are just really, really nasty. I know that we're going to discuss Vernon, actually. So good to see you here, Vernon, because you're part of the topics of today. What you've done to my family hits home with what happened in the news the other day. So everybody jump over. I'll see you Facebook later. All my love. Oh my God, bows. No bows. Love you, Stacey. Talk to you guys soon. All my love. Okay, guys. Hello. Well, sort of, it's here, and I just want to say that I don't know if you're real or if you're fake or if this is true. But if it is very much a problem, and what community? I live in Indiana. It's the whole state, and it's every state. The amount of violence, the amount of hate, as you guys are putting it. Hi. Make sure to STS Missouri. That is Surviving the Storm. Lover. I don't hate anybody. No, Vernon's not famous. Vernon's sick. Vernon's really bad at what he does and is a sick man. And if he's done what he's done, that's a little bit of a problem with some people that I know. I don't know what YouTube administrator says. Man, you're banned. So if that happened to you and you are okay with it, you definitely need to seek out some professional help because that's not normal. So let me explain something here if you're just getting here. Vernon came out of nowhere. Pop! Here comes Vernon. Says his name is Kevin. Is it Schindler? I mean Schindler. Let's go over here, guys. I've got to set up here. I need some coffee on this one. So earlier I had a cup and it said, let's get up here. It said, I make poor decisions. It's a joke, guys, but this one says, I don't know if you can see it. This one says, and I follow them. So we all make poor decisions. We all mess up. We all, where is there it is, microphone. I'm gonna play some music and you. Oh goodness, I got lots of messages. Because I can't see over there. I'm blind as a bat. I got lots of devices and they're all broken. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I'll be able to see. Has everybody got their coffee? Because it's coffee time. Woo! It's stuck. It says family. Family is not always blood. I've learned that family is love. Well, okay, here we go. Got it. I'm trying to, Amy, I need moderators. You know, it's really sad because I want to say something. And I've got our list here that we're going to discuss in just the state. There's a couple things that we have. Pay attention to these people. It's not important. What's important is getting this information out and having people start standing up against people like this Vernon. Vernon believes that if a child gives consent, am I wrong, Vernon? That it's okay to stick your penis in them or in their mouth. No. Vernon came out of nowhere, decided he was going to, you guys have seen the police department video. He decided he was going to come on my feed out of nowhere and start saying very disgusting things about sticking his penis in an 8-year-old. And he prefers older children. Looky there. There's Kevin. Isn't that funny, Kevin? Hello.
Hey, how come you're saying that I used my genitals on my daughter? I used my fingers to teach her about sex.
Oh, I'm sorry. He used fingers to teach her about sex. Go ahead.
I mean, and now, I've never made her bleed or anything. Like, we didn't even break her hymen when we were doing it.
Interesting.
I don't know why you're lying about me.
Well, you said you stuck your penis in her mouth. And
Yeah,
let's also talk about...
That's illegal.
It's legal?
It's illegal to do that.
Absolutely. So why did you do it, Kevin?
What do you mean? She was, like I said, when she grew up and she was... So I already told you about this. There's a statute of limitation on what's called statutory rape. And if she's okay with it several years later, then nobody can press charges in the first place anyway.
So you think just because you didn't get charges pressed that that clears you of your disgusting behavior?
I'm pretty sure she talked about it. I'm pretty sure she talked about it at school. You know, nobody ever said anything. You know.
And there we go.
I think you just grew up in a different time than me. You know, you just.
Oh no, sir.
You want your kids to learn about sex while getting a disease or something, and I want them to learn about sex without actually experiencing it.
My 8-year-old, my 9-year-old, they're not going to learn about sex. They're not going to be touched. Now Kevin, let's discuss what you did to my children. Why don't you tell everybody what you've done? to put my children at risk.
What did I do to you? What did I do to your kid?
Did you list my address many times?
Should I post it again?
Do not post my address. But did you? And did you say
Yeah.
for people to come?
Posted your address?
And did you say that you wanted people to come and see my, or they should go see my beautiful children and molest and finger them?
Why do you keep using that word molest? That's such a dirty word. It's like saying burglary whenever you just went in someone's house and you had to still that's something.
So I didn't know if this guy was lying or telling the truth. I eventually called the police. Of course, I have the most corrupt police department around.
Yeah, because you're a snitch too. You're a snitch to the corrupt police department.
I'm a snitch. How am I snitch, dear?
Anyone who's on your side is on the side of snitches.
You know what? If it's snitching on you, I'll do it all day long.
Okay, Julia, you have a different perspective on this because you learned about sex by getting an STD instead of having your father or mother teach you.
Your father and mother teach you about sex, huh? Do you guys think that this gentleman needs to have an investigation?
Hold on a second. Have you ever heard of something called the talk? Like everyone has to talk. Well, I had, the session, several times a week.
You're a sick man, Vernon. And do you remember what you said to me? Wait a minute. Did you?
Third-grader words to describe a very complex scenario. You don't teach your kids about sex using fucking words that they already know. You have to teach them about what kind of feelings and emotions and touching them in places that they didn't know about that could be stimulating for people.
Very, very sick man here. I don't agree with you, Vernon. I think you're disgusting. If this is facts, if it's not, you're still disgusting because you would say these things. I do know, guys, that it is real that these pedophiles decide. There's a whole group of them. I think it's called MOP, something like that, where if a child consents, it's okay. No, it is not okay to ever. No, Vernon, it's not ever okay. And it's not okay what you did to my family. And if anybody hurts my children, we'll just leave it at that.
And you're going to do nothing about it because you're a terrible mother who grows wheat in the house that she raises her kids in.
I do what? I do what?
You grow, and you bake, and you smoke marijuana.
I grow weed in my house. Boy, that is interesting. Hey, Vernon.
So you're only disputing the growing part. You're not disputing the cooking and the smoking part, right?
I am not admitting or speaking on anything.
You don't want to admit something just lost. It's not okay. But then at the same time, you're sitting there saying that I'm such a bad person for just breaking the law when we've both been over the fact that there are awful laws on the books, especially things like the statute of limitations and then the statutory rapes. Like, who cares if she was 8 years old? It was my daughter. Who's going to tell me to teach my daughter in whatever way they want? I'm going to teach her the way I think is the most appropriate.
And again, I'm going to handle that. But here's the thing. You have put my children at risk. Why? Why would you do that?
Because I want your children to be taken away with this state.
So you want my children to be taken away by the state. You know nothing about me. You don't know how I mother. You've never met me. You've never talked to me. Now, see, this is the idiots that call and make reports.
What are you talking about? All those things you just said are like, why would you lie in a room like that? What the fuck?
You are a sick, sick man, Vernon, and you will pay. You will pay.
Like, you just like went on a lying rant. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, are you like you only go live and like?
So I'm going to end this. Vernon is a very sick man. Vernon needs help. And Vernon needs to stay away from any children. If you come near my children have already been warned about you and your little friends. But if anything happens, I will make sure you're taken care of.
So you're willing to tell your children about sexual activity, but you're not willing to.
No, I told them to watch out for the sick man with a mullet that looks like he's. What is that? What is that guy? Joe Dirt. You try to get. You're riding my coattails for one thing. You're riding there in Carter's coattails. You're trying to be famous, and you're doing way wrong, dude. If you have done this, you will pay. Okay? Bye. That's the kind of sickos that we have in this world. And that's what I'm going to explain. The first story that we had is I talked about it yesterday. 5-year-old, Plainfield, less than 10 minutes away from me, was raped in the back of a car by a 20-some-year-old disgusting man, most likely like Vernon, because of somebody around. Because, like he's saying, if they went to school and didn't say anything, that's a problem. People around see things that are suspicious. They should contact the law enforcement. Plainfield Police and I do not have a good relationship because of one person. I have a good relationship with a few of them, and I respect and believe in them. However, they did nothing for my children when Vernon came around. He came on that feed. He started talking disgusting. I cannot block him, guys. I've tried. He pops back up. You tell me how. He also took over my a new moderator's ID or account while on live. So, Vernon, I'd love to know who you are and how you know how to hack so well. It's not a game. This little girl was 5 years old. Thank God for somebody in that apartment. Now, let me tell you, this apartment, I've been in many times. One of the girls that was raised with my daughter lives there with her children. I was just in there not too long ago. Somebody saw something and they spoke up, and that is very important, guys. I spoke up that day and called the police. With all those other people on there, nobody else called. Okay. I will not stand by what anybody says that, fake or not. I don't know. And Floridalicious is on here, and if she really is, let me see if I can do it on this one. See, if I remove him, oh, that's just the message. Okay. Not very good. Hide user on this channel. We'll try it, but I guarantee he'll pop back up. He has vowed to take my children away, along with Nancy Furface. And neither one of them know me. That is why our system is clogged down, guys. We have people calling for no reason other than to mess with people or to be vindictive. Nancy Furman stated she wanted to give my children, have my children given to my ex-husband. Let's get this straight. No job, no house, no custody, and only supervised visits. He has a past? Yes, he does. Jamie Johnson married a bank robber. No shit. Okay? If you can say that. Wow. I know. Very bad place in my life. But he is the father of my children. I've never kept him from him. And I never will. What he does is his thing. I divorced him for a reason. How dare somebody state they're going to do everything they can to have my children removed from me? I don't know what Angela means. I'm trying to keep up here. Hi, guys. Hi. Because everybody knows Ron was trolling you except you. No, again, why would that be funny? Trolling or not, what he's saying is inappropriate. How would you feel? I want you to put yourself in that 5-year-old's place. She has a babysitter, and she's driving in a car, and the next thing she knows, this man is shoving his penis in her or in her mouth or her. Come on. Seriously? I'm sorry. I was wrong for contacting the police, but that's okay because then Vernon showed his butt again by contacting the detective. Detective Fowler was very nice to him, honestly. I have no problem. I've spoke to Detective Fowler. The problem I had is Detective Fowler, at the end of it, decided that his family was way more important than my family because he was going to make Vernon pay for his actions. Vernon hung up the phone with the detective and contacted 2 of his family and friend. It was family and friend trying to contact his family. told them that he was dead, that he was in a shooting and basically dead. Poor woman was crying and Vernon was laughing. You guys need to quit feeding this troll. He's disgusting and he needs to be reported over and over and over. Oh, I want to be, no, gosh darn it. See what I'm saying? Hide user on this channel. This user's messages will be hidden. Okay. Why are they not hidden there, Vernon? So let's get back to business. I can no longer actually stay in my home because they have put my address out on all these different sites. And that's very sad. I will be keeping an eye on my children. And I guarantee to you, you don't want to mess with them. My children know what to do. My children have been trained in what to do if somebody tries to approach them. And Vernon, they know exactly what you look like. Come near my kids and I will hurt you. Not a threat, a promise. I pray for this little 5-year-old and many other children that are having this happen to them. You're taking away their innocence, their youth. Let them be kids. Today's society is so full of sex. Way too young. I was told that my mouth, because I say fuck, is just a horrific thing and I should never be a child advocate. Have you heard the music and the shows and YouTube and anything and everything that these kids listen to? If fuck's the worst thing I say, then so be it. Fuckity fuck. Stop posting my address. If you see my address or you get a message stating that I'm talking about you, because that's happening too. I'm talking about your children. I'm saying you're a bad parent. Not happening. Please send me screenshots and pretty soon it'll all be taken care of. Enough of that. Oh. Here in Indiana, we also had a teacher's aide fired and accused of drug exchange with a student. Not only do we have to worry about our children being sexually molested or approached or groomed, but we also have to worry about our adults feeding our children drugs. Don't know much about it. I've posted all of these stories on my page. There's also on my Facebook page, Jamie Starr Johnson. I also have a page that's CPS News Network of Indiana. Subscribe to it. Make sure that you guys are on that because that's where all of these stories are going to go to. My page is going to be private and nobody else will get in it. When I move, you won't know where I moved to. That's a problem. I understand that public record for my foundation was public, but it wasn't easily found and it wasn't out there for tons of people to see. If you think that you're protecting my children by doxing me, you're sadly mistaken. I will say that there's a group of individuals that prefer to stay not named, maybe anonymous, that are really upset about this. We had this Ohio teen. Our kids are going to school, and this is Ohio, but it's real close to us. Not only do we have to worry about those two things, we have to worry about our kids disappearing. There was a Ohio teen that was missing, and he was found deceased. He was on his way to school. Be careful. Teach your children what to do if somebody approaches them, what to do if if somebody tries to grab them. You have to educate and teach your children their rights and how to handle certain situations. We are in a war, guys, right here on our own land, a war for our families. They have waged war on our families, on our children. Nancy Schaefer was exposing it. She's no longer with us, obviously. Wow, there's a lot of comments here. And there they go, posting my address. Anybody that posts it, you will have consequences. Do you understand me? Plain and clear. I'm not going to let you stop me, and I'm not going to get wrapped up in this. So you're going to be banned. Oh, you guys. One thing that Vernon discussed was the statutes of limitations, and it's sick because the next story was about a Sarasota pastor who has allegedly sexually abused for over 2 decades. And it's because he had 2 other prior investigations, and it was because of time that they could not do anything. But hey, let's let him keep being a bishop or a pastor around our youth. One child came out and did a video, and it sparked a new investigation. He has molested and raped tons of kids in 3 decades. We have to stop this stuff. If it comes up in this, what is this, statute of limitations for raping a child? Come on now. If that's the case, that's a problem. But yet, let me tell you what our Indiana lawmakers are doing. They're not worried about our kids. CPS is not worried about our kids. Governor is not worried about our kids because the governor just got named in an Amazon scandal. Amazon wanted to put the headquarters or somewhere, and we were going to bid on it. Well, shucky darn, some man died because of them. The person that went out and did all the in the end, Amazon was fined and found at fault. However, they got with our government, the department, and Governor Holcomb. That's right, the governor that I know is frauding and scamming and stealing our money. Trust me, he has $6 million here. $6 million. And the big chunk of it came from his person underneath him. Why? Why would you, having $200,000 in your pot, give $100 and some thousand to a governor who has $6 million? Well, you couldn't tell where it came from because it came from them, which then came from somebody. So who gave him that money that governor doesn't want us to know? Start looking into this stuff, guys. Because the Indiana lawmakers and all that decided they would help Amazon so they could get, I'm getting text. I'm going to block you, Vernon. You have your own show. Go find it. This is mine. They covered up and changed everything to the point where they blamed this man who was killed in an accident. But he was killed due to the policy or the safety procedures not being followed. Training. Well, they got rid of that, and they got rid of the fines. However, I love the fact that this gentleman recorded. And hopefully, along with some of the things I have, governor will be exposed pretty soon. The Indiana lawmakers are pushing a bill to grant driving privileges to undocumented aliens, undocumented people that came here that can't even go the right way and come here the right way. Look, we at Heinz 57. There ain't one race here. That's another thing that we're going to discuss, this race issue, this sex, battle of the sexes. Father's rights, mother's rights. It's not. It's children's rights that you guys are all forgetting about. These children are in the middle, and you guys decide what is going to happen. And when you fight and argue, and you have a malicious mom or a malicious dad, who gets hurt? These children. But you know what? Hey, let's not worry about the, I know you're lying, with your numbers. There's no way that only 5 children died in Madison County, because I know of more. Miss Stigton wouldn't lie at the at the summer study, would she? Why, yes, she would. She stated only 20% of our income comes from federal funding. No, 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 no. 40-some%. Why did you lie? We had to go and look it up. You had no answer, Miss Stigdon, for why we weren't using informals. They don't respect the rights of people. Now, look, they need to just do it the right way. I'm not saying that every person should get away and they shouldn't go in their house, because those are the babies, too, that I investigate, and they're dead because of a failure in CPS. Lying, not going, just not doing your job, too overloaded. We'll wonder why with Kevin's and Nancy Furman's around, calling CPS out of revenge. It is weaponized at this point. And we're concerned about giving driving privileges to the immigrants once again. This isn't Russia, but I know people across the globe, and I help people in other countries, have great relationships with them. This made me sick. A 21-year-old mother decided that she would go out and party for an entire week. How do you keep... And left her 3-year-old daughter in a house with no water and very little food. This little girl died. And before she died, she started eating laundry soap. She was so hungry. Can you imagine that 3-year-old and how she felt dying alone in the most disgusting? If you've seen it, don't call the place anonymously. Give your freaking name. Tell them what's going on for real. If it is a pig pen when you see somebody's house, call. If it is unlivable situations, call. If you have a baby being murdered next to you in a hotel room, call. And don't call Child Protective Services. Call the police. Call the police. 3 years old, mom left for a weekend party and killed her own child. What is wrong with you people? Obviously, Vernon probably did what he said he's done because people like that exist. And it's disgusting. I don't know what is made up in your mind or what chemical imbalance you have, but every person that touches a child should pay. I've been accused of being pro-pedo. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's disgusting. And here's about the race. Here in Indiana, we have a yoga studio who has created a scholarship for people of color in Indianapolis. It's called the Hot Room. What? Because Black people or people of color don't do yoga as much, you're going to once again take us back to where we were and segregate them? I want to do yoga. Where's my scholarship? I do. I want to do yoga. Hey, the Hot Room. Do you really think that that is putting us in a good light? Do you really think that that is something that should be done nowadays? Not me. See, I'm a Heinz 57, and I got 1% African. Sure do. 1% Italian and 98% Western European, to include Irish, Scandinavian, the Iberian Peninsula, and something else. We're all Heinz 57s, and to sit here and continuously, I got color on me. I'm not as dark as I used to be. But what does that matter? If you're going to do a scholarship, the Hot Room, to me, you're racist the opposite way. Let's take it and make it something of a issue now. To me, that's not okay. Thumbs down on the Hot Room in Indiana. Thumbs down on the yoga studio. Oh, it's so sad. The first recipient of this can't wait to take the oath, is something he said, and wants a diverse staff. Absolutely. We need diversity everywhere, but we sure don't need to do this again. We are not back in the day. I've repeatedly said that situations are going let's say the word, they're not getting taken care of. Situations such as corrupt police officers like the Plainfield Police Department Sergeant Mason. Very corrupt, very, very, very sick man. And he uses his power to abuse people. And that was me. That will come out on Coffee and Corruption very soon, guys. I have been working on this show for a while. Not going to start it until I take care of some other things, especially my address and where I live. But it's important to start bringing these people out. An entire police department failed to handle domestic violence properly. And they failed to recognize medical illnesses. They know that I have anxiety. I get worked up with my anxiety. I get really worked up. I get loud and I get fast and I talk. If you notice, I started to talk at the police officers, but I decided not to. They will do and say whatever to get what they want. They had no right to do what they did to me. They had no right to not listen because Kevin obviously has an issue. And now it has grown into the point where it's put my children at risk. Again, I'll repeat this. I will hurt you severely if you come near my kids. Got it? I saw the one lady that said she lives an hour away and would troll me. Come near my house. Come near my kids and you will not. We'll leave it at that. The feds are investigating the handling of sexual harassment allegations at it's called Northwest Hendricks School. This is in Liston, Indiana. There's actually a 1972 federal civil rights law that bans sexual discrimination in educational settings. It's called the Title IX. They filed that on them on December 4th. Female students have complained many times of sexual harassment and retaliation. No. Retaliation? Absolutely not. Sick. You need to stop. What are you doing that about my fucking kids, you idiots? You will pay. Every one of you that's doing this will pay. And I don't mean I'm going to come hunt you down and kill you. Don't say that. I'm going to take care of this legally. And the more you keep doing, Vernon, if those are found out to be you, we'll have a problem. Female students have complained. And the problem is if these schools don't comply and they do get found in violation, they can lose some of their federal funding. However, this school has already been in trouble with one of their coach and teachers by the name of Tyler Breck, who allegations had sexual relations with a child, one of his students. Now, he's been put on, he said he's not guilty, but he's been put on with pay. Let me tell you something. The man that was not guilty of breaking my daughter's leg 20 years ago was a police officer. He is a detective to this day. He didn't get pay. He got taken off with no pay. But I keep seeing these people that are getting paid. There was another situation, I don't remember what state. I came across the story, and I don't care if my Obama internet sucks. At least I'm here. You can hear me. I'm going to have to try to fix this. And you know what? Maybe if you have a problem with my internet, you could pay for it, okay? Because my money goes to take care of my children. My money goes to pay my bills, and it's still not enough. I'm doing the best I can, and I'm going to continue to rise up and do that. But if y'all have a problem with my internet, y'all go ahead and pay for it, okay? Thank you. You can donate it to me, and I'll make sure it's paid. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Tyler Breck is getting paid, and probably, how are you going to get that money back? So if he's found guilty, what about all the time you paid him? So he just gets free pay for molesting children? I don't think so. That needs to stop. Anybody accused. Now look, my ex-husband or my ex-boyfriend was found not guilty and he got all his pay back. Okay, he had to go out and get a job. Not fair, not right. But what needed to happen? He was found not guilty in a criminal court, yet I still lost custody of my daughter. Never being accused of anything other than not testifying against him. I won an appeal, and I really did think I was going to get my child. I have one gentleman here in Indiana who has full custody, has no chins, child in need of services, did not establish it. In fact, state that the child is not a child in need of services. And with that, he should have his child. He still does not. And I know that feeling. I thought I was going to get my child back, but the courts are so messed up, and they will cover their ass wherever they can. Confidentiality. Oh, we can't talk about the children that we've killed because it's confidentiality. A Hendricks County mother. Yes, Hendricks County. You know where I live, so I've been in Hendricks County most of my life. It's a great county. And I'm very proud of this mother who stepped up and went to the organization that brought the feds in. It has to stop. Our children are children. Let me tell you something. I was 16 when I met my husband, my first husband, who was 23. Does that seem right? Instead of him getting in trouble, he got a wedding band on my hand, a child bride with a child, and then he lived at home with his mommy. He was an alcoholic and he had a past. I had a house, had all my shit together, no past, worked for the police department, on my way to be an officer. See, guys, I was going to be an officer before I saw what Detective McGraw did. And there was no way I wanted any part of it anymore. I lost everything. And the number one thing was my child. And this is happening everywhere, guys. If you think that it can't affect you, you're sadly mistaken. These cases, unfortunately, usually end in an agreement, most like the plea bargains. Somebody wants to say that they took a plea bargain to have their children. I understand that, but not me. I can't lie and throw a man under the bus that did nothing. A cop that would have went to prison. That would have not been good for him because he didn't do it. It was proven beyond a doubt, no doubt, that he didn't do it. No doubt. And my daughter repeatedly stated it over and over and over what happened. But they didn't listen to her because it didn't fit their narrative. So what they did is they taught my daughter how to lie, manipulate, and it was okay to treat other people the way that they did. And it's 20 years later, and it's the same thing. I'm really proud of that mother because it takes a lot. And considering that they are already retaliating against our youth, that's a problem. I want to say I read a story, and I posted this. All of these were posted on my page on Facebook that involved Jessica Biel. They're really stepping up and trying to do things out in California. We are the second state, second highest number of abuse in Indiana. That's a problem for me. I have investigated many of these cases and seen such a failure, lies, deceit. In fact, Madison County has 2 cases where they perjured myself. And not once did I get a notice that I was going to be brought up or that I should be able to defend myself because they put my name in something, stating I did something that was a lie. And I have proof, but where do you go with that? There's solutions, but we have to get past this games that you're playing. And I believe Toe GM, why do you use, you know what's funny? Is they use these fake profiles. That's going to change too. Being able to get away with it, thinking you can say whatever you want. See, the one thing is everybody just says, "Oh, leave it alone, move on, just ignore them." I ignore them, but they're still back here causing problems, attacking me, attacking other people. It's not going to stop until somebody stands up. I'm that somebody, guys. I will go to my grave fighting for families, fighting for children, and fighting for the rights of every person to have free thought. I'm not saying think what you want, but don't act upon it. That's too far. But we have a right to be individuals. We have a right to voices, and nobody is going to take me off of Facebook. Jessica Biel has stepped up in California along with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lobby against SB Bill, I want to say 271, but it's a bill that would, it's taking away some of the exemptions. Look, my kids are vaccinated. All of them. I'm not saying that I didn't go with the normal thing too. What I think we need and what I advocate for and speak up about is having medical freedom. We have people that aren't able to go get second opinions. We have people that are being mandated to get these vaccines. If they're safe, good, but they're not. They're not. Question, why should we not work on that? That's the same thing with CPS. I don't want it to go away. I want it to be reformed because those children that are being abused need us. Jessica Biel stepped up, and of course, somebody hating on her made the comment, and this is my favorite comedian, but she stood up for autism and what happened. I have 2 children that were on the spectrum. Hey guys, trolling, my first 2, not my second 2. My daughter has Asperger's, and my son was diagnosed with what was called PDD and OS at that time, not otherwise specified. Persuasive, I can't remember, something disorder. Jenny McCarthy stood very tall and proud, and this senator or governmental person wanted to basically say, oh, because you're a actress, you don't have a right to speak up. Oh boy, does that sound familiar. You're wrong. And then made the comment that we don't want another Jenny McCarthy show. Well, I do, because I like her. Hey, Jenny, hi. You rock. And so does Jessica Biel. She has every right to be sexy. And she herself has said she has problems getting roles because of being sexy. So everybody that thinks just ugly people, which I don't know why we would refer to them that way, but have problems, you're wrong. Everybody has problems. Everybody has haters, and everybody has things that are going to come at them, especially when you're in the public eye. I think that's really sad and shallow of one of our mad at her. Jenny, I love you. I like her comedy. There's a baby in Evansville that was murdered by his father. There is tons of cases, tons on my page about our children being hurt, killed. We have to step up. And one of the things I said is we have to start at the foundation, and that's rebuilding our communities and our children's lives and our families, helping them out, not hurting them. When somebody needs help, look, you guys are talking about, I'm poor and I'm not able to buy Christmas. Nope, I sure didn't. Sure didn't. I didn't beg for help. God brought it to me, just like he does every year, that I am struggling. I struggle, and that's okay. I am not alone. But instead of coming in and trying to take my children, why don't you offer me some services? Well, we have resources. We have tons of resources. We have tons of organizations that can help, but nobody knows where they're at. Nobody knows how to find them. I have spent hours and hours researching this database that we discuss and that we're working on. That's already up. There is some links I'm going to start putting out. Can change everything. No longer will they be allowed to operate in the dark. There's accountability, oversight, and then there's resources. There's actual stuff to help our families. You have an experience with an organization. I like Family Promise. They're very good international, at least I think it's international, at least national organization who helps. Oh, you can't have your children because you're short this week. The trustee offers assistance with your utilities. Now, look, I don't go to them all the time. I have a hard time. There's a lot of pride. But I have went once, and I may go again. It's okay to get assistance. My grandpapa, who is the best man I've ever met in my life, told me one thing that has stuck in my mind forever. He said, Jamie, you never get anywhere in this world without help. And he's right, because these haters have, I'm not going to keep following you guys and this ridiculous stuff. Yes, Vernon has his own show. You can look him up, Vernon. Why do you only look? I'm trying to keep up. There's a lot of comments here, guys. What is the question? I apologize, Sophie. I'll look up. I wanted this information to go out, and I'm not going to pay attention and get sidetracked because it's very easy for me. I do have ADD. I do. I also have brain fog from an autoimmune disease that I'm dealing with. You guys want to say it's drugs. It's, I'm just, uneducated. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't judge a book by its cover, and don't put your own cover on it. I'm definitely not trying to ignore anybody. I'm trying. I got to figure this out. I'm new to this. It's different. But I wanted that information to get out. I most definitely will come back in here. Sophia, I'm trying to find it. I mean, there's a lot. They're putting a lot in there that I'm erasing, and it's a lot to go back through. So I'm going to go back here because I don't want to disrespect you. I'm not finding anything. Never. Okay. With all due respect, and I know that I'm changing the subject, but what happened to you in the tambourine at the bar? Okay, let's discuss that. I'm going to put out the recordings pretty soon. I need to check on a few things, but most definitely was it inappropriate and wrong of the bar. I am not saying that I did not abide by their request. However, let's talk about what happened. I walk in, tambourines in my hand. I go to lots of bars that allow it. And I don't mean that like that. I do promotions in the entertainment industry, in the music industry. That's where most of them play. 13 years, I performed in bars. And for 8 of it, didn't drink a drop. Don't have a drinking problem. Not an alcoholic. Not that there's anything wrong with people that, are in that situation that are trying to get help. To each their own. But I wanted to show people that you can go to bars and have fun without drinking. Now, yes, I will drink maybe 1 or 2 drinks. And I'm not even saying that I paid for those drinks, but somehow y'all think that I'm blowing my money. No, doesn't work that way. $5? You know what? It's $5. But if I have a drink, that's it. I don't continue to drink. I have been drunk once in the last few years, and we all know where that happened at. If you follow me, I made a mistake because I don't normally drink, and my friend was pouring shots. And yes, I got a little drunk on a live, and we'll never do that again. I didn't do anything inappropriate. I was at home. Okay, I sucked a bottle and a breadstick, but I was a little drunk. But I ended the live, and I went upstairs by myself and laid in my bed and went to sleep. I didn't drive. I wasn't out and about making a fool of myself, which you guys say. So at the bar, I come in, I get ID'd. I'm 44 years old, getting ID'd. And my tambourine's there. Nobody has a problem with it. I go to the end of the bar, which is all the way in the opposite direction here. And I order a drink. Tambourine sitting right there. I get my drink. and I run into somebody, nice young man, and we want to go dance. That is why I go to bars, guys. I love to dance. Dancing is the way to my soul. Music. So I head for the floor. I get on the floor. I maybe shake it once or twice. And a man asked me for my tambourine. No, I'm not going to go that route. So I'm not passing it around for other people to use it. I literally turn around to put my drink down, turn back around, and I have some man in my face pretty much getting rude about, you can't have it here. And I said, okay, can I ask why? Just asking. Okay. I asked a lot of questions and I didn't quite understand that. There was no band. I wasn't in there like they're saying going, nah, 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 nah. I don't do that. Everybody has a good time when I'm out and about and playing the tambourine or the shakers. I got shakers and I had maracas, little bitty ones. So of course I'm going to ask this gentleman what guidelines are. Where's the rules and regulations, right? Right. I asked the gentleman who I speak to who made that decision, guy behind the bar. I guess he's the manager. I go to the end of the bar where I got my drink and I asked to speak to him. And I simply ask him, why is the tambourine not allowed? And again, I'm not saying I'm going to keep it. I'm not arguing with him. I'm simply asking him, where does it state that? He proceeds to tell me that it's because of the DJ, that he made a man take a guitar out, a little different than tambourine. And I still would have liked to have asked him about my little maracas. I mean, they're tiny. He's already pretty much in attack mode. Doesn't like me. Doesn't like that I'm not backing time. I got a little closer and I said, you're mad and upset. He was a control freak, narcissistic gentleman. Not a gentleman. He was a pig. So he proceeds to kind of be nasty. I told him I didn't argue about taking it out. He then proceeds to tell me that it is a weapon. Anything that can be thought of as a weapon. So it went from the DJ being there and that being inappropriate to now it's a weapon. It's a tambourine. Who the hell when's the last time you heard of a tambourine attack? And he tells me, as he's stating, he specifically uses tambourine in the policy. And I laughed at him and I said, sir, you're telling me your policy states tambourines are not allowed. Can you show me where that says any of that? Anything on the door? We have the right to refuse service. Immediately starts jumping on me. I tell him that's fine. I'm going to call his owner and with him. I would like the policy now. Where does it state that? Do you have a policy book? Was it given to you by? I just ask him where to get it. It gets nasty. I make the comment that it's okay, that it's all recorded, and everything he said to me and the way he acted to me was recorded because I carry my recorder in my breast. Sorry, grandma's pocket. I turn around and walk away, and this man runs up on me from behind aggressively. At that point, I have him, a lady, and then this young man. And look, I understand this young man knew me, but don't touch me and don't question my thing. Don't try to come in between because at this point, I'm pretty upset and I'm going to capture everything. I don't yell. I don't scream. I didn't argue. I told him to back the fuck off of me. And how dare he come up on me like that? I was walking to get my stuff to take my tambourine out and leave. That's it. So a lady comes up. She starts getting her little nose into it. And I asked her name. She refused to give it to me. And they all state that there's cameras everywhere. I said, good. So make sure they're preserved. Because I'm going to make sure that your boss sees all this. Y'all are inappropriate. You've even tried to embarrass me. It doesn't embarrass me. Trust me. And you're acting inappropriately as a man towards a woman. Wow. Reminded me of Vernon. Pig. So, no, I do not hate CPS. Oh, is Nancy on here? My father has never been a part of my life, Miss Furman. There she is. She hinting, begged for help for Christmas in 2018. I don't have to beg for help, Nancy. And you, ma'am, you're in for it. You need to leave my family alone. This lady, look, Nancy, those videos cracked me up. I thought they were quite funny. You can make those all day long, but when you open your mouth and you put a false narrative at it, not okay. And it's called libel, slander. You think because I don't have money that I can't make you pay for the illegal activities that you're doing? And yes, yoga can be done in the comfort of our own home. Yeah, I do it. I have a house still over my kids' head. I have food in their bellies. They get a bath. Their clothes are clean. They enjoy life. And if anybody comes in between that, take it as you want. You don't fuck with my kids. Just saying. I left the bar, and you're darn right, I went live outside. So, Nancy, your little false narrative on your page. Also, by the way, Nancy, that wasn't eyeshadow on my lips. But you opened your mouth because you think you know everything, or you want to put false narratives out there and try to make somebody look stupid. Well, I'm not stupid, and I don't care what you say. You're showing who you are, Nancy, and I'm praying for you. But I'm also going to take care of my family. You are not the voice of my children. And you did say, don't lie, Nancy, don't lie, don't back. Okay? You did make the comment that you were going to do everything you could to get my kids taken. And you didn't say at first to my ex-husband. By the way, Nancy, how are you going to advocate for my ex-husband to have custody of him when obviously you don't know? Does he have a home? Does he have a job? Does he have any custody rights? No. So, I don't go to lots of bars. But yeah, where my work is. And sometimes I have a good time. Oh my good golly, GB. Oh, I bet you've been to a bar every now and then. What it is you're jealous. Nancy, don't say you're not. Who's trying to find my phone? That was weird. This Thomas is gonna see. Why am I not allowed to say anything? Why do you think that it's okay to say that somebody can't be an individual, that somebody can't do something? First it was, oh, if you get offline, if you do this, if you do that, we'll leave you alone. Now it's have my children taken? But how do you know? I didn't buy a lot. Like I just said, maybe $5. So what? Every now and then, people smoke cigarettes that pay more than that. People blow money all day long. I am doing the best I can, and you're not a part of it. And why was a DJ doing tuba to a bar? No, I would not. But I'd take a tambourine, and I'll take some shakers, and I'll take some maracas. Livens up the party. It wasn't the gentleman's problem. Because as a DJ, I know lots of DJs that like having the audience involved. I don't just go, I got some rhythm, guys, and I'm learning how to play it even better. I just picked it up and I like it. Something that I get to do. We have seen you in your own live videos beating yourself until you were severely bruised and broke. Oh my gosh. Broke the tambourine, beating myself. Yeah. See, why do you twist things so sick? Nancy, you need mental help, honey. You do. I'm trying to catch up. It's called getting bounced the fuck out, dummy. No, he didn't like that I stepped to him. And when I questioned the policy, that's when he kicked me out. Had nothing to do with my behavior, and it was inappropriate. Somebody questioned you, it's a policy. Why don't you just say, I don't really know at this point. I just know it is. How about you discuss it with my owner? Pretty easy to fix. Oh, yes, it can be construed as a weapon in a fight in a bar where fights happen. This bitch is living off SSD and living up in the bars. I'll give you my pain. And I'm trying to better myself and get back to work from another injury. But Miss Furman and her furry friends, I call you a Klan, not the KKK Klan. You are the TMA KKK Klan. And that means you're a crazy Klan cunt. That's right, I said cunt with a K. Because you guys are sick. You guys take it to the level up here. Nancy, you want to make the videos on me? You want to post something like that? Okay, I don't mind trolling and moling. But you ain't going to asshole me. You're not going to lie, and you're burying yourself. Know that. You'll come onto my YouTube, but block me on Facebook. And then go and talk about me all day long. Nancy, how many hours do you spend trolling me? How many hours do you spend making videos on me? How many hours do you spend messing with me? Now, if you don't like me, why don't you just leave? You really are messing up, Miss Furman. I'm not a vindictive person, but I'm going to stop you guys. And no, your tambourine attacked you and left you bruised and smashed ring. Yeah, it sure did. Don't know why that happened. Who cares if they're cheap rings? Oh my God, money's everything in it. For Miss Furman, it is. I'm a 44-year-old woman in a bar making a scene. A bar full of people under the age of 24. Were you there? Oh my God. So only people that are 24 and under go to the bars. Nancy, you are so stupid. I mean, seriously, I'm going to move this because I didn't get his kitchen. Just pitiful, lady. You are pitiful. Let me get my coffee. Let me read some more of these. I love your makeup. Thank you. Let's get some good comments because I am trying to find them, guys. Thank you. Miss Furman doesn't like my makeup either, but I do. Oh. And then there's an insult. But Olivia Bent wants to say, how did clown college go? I don't know. How did it go, sweet pea? The boss knows all about your ways, too. What boss? Did you call Nancy Furman? Did you call the bar? See, psycho. Psycho crazy. Daddy issues. Yep, I sure do. Don't we have it? Because the daddies are on the hater train. Well, they have the right to refuse service to anyone. Absolutely, and I left. But they sure didn't have a problem with the hooping and hollering youngins that came out after me that I showed on live, acting a fool. Nancy says that I was flirting with. No, Nancy, I flirted with an older gentleman, and that was all for you. So you'd have something to talk about, sister. Because, see, I went home alone. Let me get my coffee on. Let's see. You think you have the right to inflict your noise on everybody. No, ma'am. If somebody would have complained, it would be a different thing. Oh, I can't put this in. Oh, this is silly. Let me show you this cup. Why would you make a coffee cup like this? This is silly. I'll show you something. Let me put this one in then. Your mother screwed around on your father. Oh, Miss Nancy, you are so, so wrong. So, so wrong. Because, see, I lived it. My dad was a cheating whore. I was beating his girlfriends up at 16. Angela, at the bowling alley. It also has nothing to do with me. What happened between my mom and dad, just like every other parent, is between them. Why are you putting that on me? Just like you put everybody's things on me. That's right. Sending love to all the cowards behind the fake profiles. Let me show you this cup. Do you see this cup? It says unicorns are real. Because they call me the clown and the child. But this cup has, like, it sparks if you put it in the microwave. It's like metal. Why would you make a coffee cup metal? That's silly. What videos cracks me up? The ones where you make fun of me. The last two, the eating. Half of that I do as a show, moron. and somebody's going to talk about my boobs. You know what? I know that some of you don't look like this. Some of you do. But see, I appreciate all women. For 13 years, I ran a company that promoted women of all shapes, sizes, and ages. And for you morons to sit here and body shame somebody, you're sick. And I guarantee you, you ain't much better. And if you're pretty on the outside, you sure got an ugly inside. And that matters. I've never made any videos. I'm not a chin. You made the videos of me eating, and you made the videos of my different faces of Jamie. You also made the dancing one, or you had them made. I'm sorry, you paid people to make them. Look, I'm a lawyer. Good luck with proving libel and slander. Oh, honey, I don't need luck. See, the one thing is they cost me financially and can be proven. Didn't you, Nancy? You, Linda, you, and let's see, she's changed her name. We'll just say Nicotola and Ginebola and Christadola. There's a few more. Y'all have come in, you contact my family, my friends. Nancy Furman contacted Brooks, lied through her fucking teeth to get what she wanted. And her thing was, I'm going to save these children. Have you guys were talking so highly of Brooks? Have you seen within a month he was with another woman, and at Christmas they all had Mama Bear. No, I'm on a live. Mama Bear and children, sister and brother. And I was the problem? See, honey, you were so wrong, and you do not have facts. And I don't care what lawyer thinks that you're going to get away with it. I have legal advisors too. What you've done is inappropriate, and I am going to put a restraining order on you to never speak about my children or put them at risk again. You and Vernon. Giddy up, Buttercup. Oh, stop with your malicious prosecution. Oh, yes. You used it on both your eyes and lips. Let's get something. It's funny. You make up everything. Oh no, Nancy, you're late for it. You might have a job. Oh yeah, Nancy. Right. You don't have a job. That's what you say. Because none of you take my job seriously, do you? See, I have a job. You're just jealous I don't work for somebody else. And I could have made money if it wasn't for you. Okay. Well, I guess I grabbed the wrong color. One of them. And no, they're not finger discounted, and I didn't pay for them. I have friends and people that help me. I have sponsors that help me. And no, don't even go there about that. You involved Bob and lied through your teeth. That's another lie. Bob never gave me money. He didn't have money in his hand. It was a receipt. And never did he pay for sex. So here's the eye stuff, and I'll get the green. And here's the lip. Oh my gosh, are they not similar? Are they not the same color? Wow, I got purple. And how do you know how long I've had this? How do you know somebody didn't give it to me? Such as one of the grandmas. She gave me a whole bunch of makeup. So quit putting your narrative on everything. It's really sad. And I leave my kids for a week or two when I ran to New Jersey. My kids were on a vacation. It was Memorial Day. And you have no idea why I stayed. Nancy Furman is the one that facilitated that, didn't you, Nancy? Go ahead. Tell them. You made sure that I was arrested. Instead of maybe contacting me and have me erase it right away. No, you had to stir shit and you didn't even know me. That's where you came into my life. I've been in many bars, never gotten kicked out of them, unlike you. Good for you. Bars at your age is pathetic. That is true love life. Fix your internet. Pay for it. I don't know Nancy Furman that well, but she has a heart of gold. I hope she has that. Look, there's going to be some people get along with her. There's actually people that are in her family, and I'm sure she has great relationships with people. Not me, and that's okay. I'm allowed to not like somebody. I'm allowed to not have any kind of relationship with somebody. If she's got a heart of gold, why doesn't she go away? Why does she lie? Heart of gold, my ass. Your room reminds me of my 6-year-old daughter. Good for you. I love my room. I'm a very whimsical person. Marilyn Monroe's my fave. Biatch, you showed the bruises from beating yourself. Right. I didn't beat my. See, why would you use that term? I'm sick, Nancy. I had a blood disorder. Now you're attacking it. You dress like my kids when I say put your play clothes on and go outside. You know what? My grandma, the Star Farm, we did have play clothes. We had going out clothes. We had play clothes. I am an individual and unique, and I have worth, and I have purpose, just like everybody else. And for you bullies, shame on you. Shame on you. It takes a cunt to know one, biatch. I never made a video. You pay somebody? Was it Melissa? She did the last one. Well, how come they're all off her page now? I think because Nancy thinks you're acting a fool on social media. Who is Nancy to determine that? Does Nancy run the world? Pink is your color, sweets. I laugh out loud. She's like 10 minutes behind. You need to grow up and stop acting like a 14-year-old. No, I don't have to act any way that you want me to, Nancy. You know what you need to stop acting like? This is bizarre, to say the least. Yeah, it is. Quit adding booze to your coffee. Oh, I know how to push her buttons. It's so easy. Nancy, why would you do that? Did you hear it, guys? She's proud of herself. I hope you're doing good there. She sure has a lot of stuff for someone who struggles with money issues. Because before I made money, I worked for a long time. I've had my own home since I was 17. And I like yard sales. Used to, when I had money. I don't have money, and it's okay because I'm not worried. Oh, Nancy, you've set me off. Oh, no, not her parents' sex life. I don't want to talk about my parents' sex life. All I know is my dad cheated on my mother. My real father, has 5 ex-wives. What a great example. What a great example. I won't go over my dad and, their business, but since he's on the hater train and speaks very nasty of me, Bill, my stepdad, is not a good man. Not a good man. He cheated. His wife now, he cheated on my mom with. I still tried to accept her because I loved my dad. 27 years raised me. Always loved my dad. But he's not a good person. Did that unicorn inspire me? Your makeup. Oh my God, is this Janelle Evans? I haven't seen her since the boot of Teen Mom. I love setting her off. It's so funny and so easy. Just post the truth and she goes off because the truth hurts. Nancy's truth. Sorry I did not make any videos. Why do you not understand that? You posted the video on your page. You know that hate page? I know the hate page. This isn't a therapy session. No, it's my life. And you're on it. You don't like it? See your way out. Ignore your kids some more. Hey, moron. My kids are in school. No! What would that be? Children go to school? Shut the fuck up. I'm not high enough for this. Oh, Nancy says, Olivia, I make her crazy stand out. She goes batshit crazy and she sees what I said. When she sees what I said, you've put my children at risk and you said you're the voice of my children. I go batshit crazy. Trust me. You put my kids at risk. And yes, I was very concerned and still am. You do not have sponsors. You have Johns that sponsor you. Provide the proof. Let's see it. Because you're going to have to prove that in law, Miss Herman. I bet I could keep her going all day, spinning her crazy shit. You have a mental disorder, and that's all you have. Wow, that's funny too. How we have doctors and mental doctors in here who've never spoke to me, considering I have lots of evidence to prove otherwise. Keep talking. She's not only Jamie 24/7. She's a sweetheart in my own opinion, and I'm allowed. Yes, you are absolutely, Sophia. I say things about No, you don't. You want your own card? Okay, I'll give you one. You want a card? That's fine. You want to label yourself as a Klan member? You want to label yourself as a hater? Good for you. That's your own deal. But yes, people get along that don't get along. Why do we not like some of the people in our significant others' lives? We have problems with mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, daughter-in-laws. We have problems with moms, dads, aunts, uncles, sisters. It's not easy. Oh, and All My Love Miss Indy has come on. Hi, All My Love Miss Indy. Why do you hide behind me? Why do you pretend to be me? Why don't you tell me who you are? Because you're ashamed of what you do and you do lies, and you have to do it under secrecy. If you're a moderator or anybody on that page, own up. I own up to me. I'll tell you what I think of you. Have you consulted a lawyer? I have legal advice, and I don't need to tell you more. Oh, good. You're right about being sick in the head. You have therapy and medication that can help with your mental illnesses. Oh, pot makes mental illnesses worse, too. My opinion, I like. Oh, wait, that's seven. I don't know what now. Like she paid for that home herself. Are you kidding? I started working when I was 15 years old, waitressing full time. When I was 16, I worked 2 jobs and went to school and made straight A's at my dad's. Not because my dad made me, because I did it. I saved enough money to buy my first vehicle, pay for all the stuff in it. So I'm proud of myself and what I did. And that was all the time that my boyfriend committed suicide. Thank you, Nancy. You're a pleasant person. I gotta skip some of this. No normal mother acts. So Officer Sanchez, Officer D. Sanchez, does that mean you're a police officer? Officer? Oh, you're not a good mom. Your oldest daughter wants nothing to do with you. That is not true. Have you spoke to my daughter? Do you have proof of that, Miss Vernon? Again, everything you say. I do not hate. I'd like to know who Officer Sanchez is. Let's see. Can I go in there? Well, looky there. No subscribers. So these people spend all this time making up fake profiles. Her father was off fighting for his country and his wife cheated on him. No, honey. I'm not going to tell you, but let me tell you something. You got it all twisted. What, my daddy? What, or my sister-in-law tell you? Okay. I love how you guys know so much. You act like you're the only person that ever worked. No, Miss Herman. Everybody works. And I do work, nonstop, to help other people. I have not spoken to your daughter, but your family has. What family? You name a name, please. Name a name. What family? Bill? My stepdad, who's the cheater? Who left my mom? How about my dad that left me and my mom in Germany while he took off with the other one? My grandpa had to give us back. How about having a blood disorder my whole life And my dad never being there, never once went to any doctor visits, anything. How about when I was 15 and I asked my dad why he didn't come around? Do you know what I got for Christmas when I was like under third grade? A set of wine glasses from Jim. Wow. No doll. The only toy I ever got from my dad was a Prince William doll and a haircut when I was upper elementary. When I was 15, I moved in with him. And he chose to believe his wife over me, who then cheated on him, left him, had a baby with somebody else, and then came back to him. What a love relationship. He will give you the juice handshake. So, Nancy, what? The only work nonstop is making divisions in your deathbed. What's funny is Thomas decided to do a live today. And she's been attacking me for how long? And y'all say, oh, this ain't happening. Why did it come out of her mouth? Everything I've said. While we are on cheating, you cheated on ex number 2 and ex number 3. You're married to ex number 3. For family his side. Right, because they were in my bedroom. My ex-husband got addicted to drugs. I gave him another chance, and that didn't work out. And I got divorced. My second husband, I own what I did. And that's not something that you have any business with. It's not your business. And if I cheated, wonder where I got it from. You can look up my I go to my profile, 43 years old, unfortunately. You're welcome to call, so you don't have to be paranoid about people. No, second, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know you. I've seen some things. Look, I have some haters that have turned into lovers. Not that kind of lovers, but you either hate to love me or love to hate me. And that's okay. But once they took the time, they were saying all the same things you were. They took the time to know me. They're pretty good people. So I cheated on ex number 2. Was that your business? All my business? Was that yours to put out? You talk about my kids seeing things, but yet you're the idiots that keep posting stuff. Everyone has to get over what their parents did to them. I don't have a problem with it. I love my dads with all my heart. I'm just stating facts. Because if you're going to talk about something that's not factual, I'll give you the facts. I feel bad for my parents, for my dad. Dads. I feel bad that they missed out on maybe not my life, but their grandkids' life. My dad, my stepdad, left every single family member. His grandsons, that he really had a big part in their life. My daughter, that older daughter you refer to. So I'll take what I did and I own it. And I made a mistake, just like everybody else. I can't take it back. You're wrong about number 3. And I will own what I did in number 2. But it's still none of your business. Well, someone does not get addicted to drugs in a matter of a few months. No, ma'am. That's not what I said. Got the twister board out here. Hey, everybody, it's time for twister. Ready? Right hand red, Nancy Fireman. God, good God, have you ever thought of therapy? Yes, I can be a bitch just like you, so don't judge me. No, I don't know where the fuck you guys got cotton in your ear or something. I bet I can keep her going all day. No, I just think it's funny because what you do is show what an ass you are. You've been going on and on about their crap. Well, Nancy, leave me alone. Get off my channel. Why did you come here? Don't you have something else to do? I don't understand why you guys do the things you do. I don't. And I don't have a problem with you guys wanting to mow and troll, make fun of me for what I put out there. That's fine. don't spread the lies and don't make your own narratives up. It is libel. It is slander. It is illegal. You have also stepped over the lines by saying you're going to have my children removed. Wow. So again, you're stepping over lines, and it's not going to be that way. I don't mind if you come here, but quit spreading the lies. Do not play childish games like you, Tim. Well, hey guys, where's Nancy at? How might be? I just like to fight. No, but I'm good at standing up for things. She does not like being proven wrong like a spoiled brat. Honey, again, what the hell are you guys on? What feed are you on, and what is wrong with your head? I have my opinion, Sophia, and the way you behave, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. You take it the way you want. No, you like to fight. I saw Tracy Ford on your live yesterday. Laugh out loud. He said, "Well, do you know? I have his children." You guys complain about, oh, make sure that the dad sees them, da 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 da. Okay. How do you know that was Tracy? How do you know it wasn't my background? How do you know? How do you know? And why are you watching? Hearing people, do you see the level of psycho nuts? Stand up for nothing. I see you would like to, but you are directionless. Okay, well, some of it. If you have some suggestions, then why don't you contact me in a nice way? You come bitching at me, or you come talking to me like this, ain't gonna happen. I'm always up for help, always. I looked at something that was back from 2007 when I did Love Lily Letters, and it exactly states that, almost identical to what I say to this day. Lies change, lies get manipulated. Truth does not change. Truth is the truth. We've got a screenshot of her personal problem, why she had to end her video. I wonder what I needed. Maybe he showed up. Didn't know. I'm surprised me. Maybe he's visiting his daughter. Maybe it's not him. Maybe you're psycho for watching and getting all these charges. Why don't you tell everybody about the secret proof and all that? It has every video in it that I've done. If you guys haven't categorized, I really want to see inside this. Ugh. I really want to see inside your secret group, because I can almost guarantee that y'all spend so much time in there organizing my videos. I don't even go back and watch my videos. Why would you? I don't know. You make fun of people's stretch marks. You make fun of people's hair, nose, ears, clothes. Does it make you feel better, Nancy? Because I'm going to pray for you, sweetheart. I'm going to pray for you and all your little minions, your KKK members. And I'm going to pray really hard that God touches your heart. You see, I have my own path with God and my own conversations and my own, relationship. And yes, I'm not crazy and talking to God, and He's not this audible voice that's coming down upon me. When you start listening to God, you'll know what I'm talking about. I appreciate everybody's time. If you wanted the information, it's at the beginning of the DVD or at the video, and that's fine. So for now, because I actually have work, but media is my job. The gap of your teeth is not making fun. It's out of concern for you to stop before you lose your teeth. It's a gap, Lauren. I don't know how many people say that. Because you lie so much, so we keep reference to throw your lies back in your face. There's nothing more proof of a lie. And my stories never change. Yes, I have a microwave in my bedroom. You know why? Because I have a bad back in a two-story house in Manhattan. I have a refrigerator, and I have a coffee pot. And I spend a lot of time in my room because it's the size of an apartment. Unlike my room's probably as big as your house. Using the triple K moniker is very disrespectful. No, it is not, because that's exactly what they are. A Klan. A harmful, judgmental, racist in a sense, Klan. They're mean, vicious, vindictive. No, they fit the Klan. It's not disrespectful to blacks. Like I said, why are you going to make it that? Y'all making it again. Sitting with Arlena talking about the extra special signature. Yeah. So what? I didn't help her. And when she, in fact, I have recordings from her, so y'all better shut your mouth before it comes out. Her bill, she lies about everything. We have most of her videos to prove her lies. What I like about their videos is they never say anything. They never say anything. Your narrative is what says it lies. I know you're ignorant to use that moniker. No, I call it like it is. The crazy Klan cunts. And that is exactly what they are. Crazy. And they're part of a Klan. Our Klan nowadays is on the internet, guys. And it's not just this group, it is a bunch of them. Just like the people that go to the other famous people. I have a friend that gets treated the same way, and I just don't get that. I choose to love, and you're a bigot. Well, that's your opinion, hon. I prefer to think that I'm a caffeine queen. I could give you suggestions and you would argue with me. Well, since you haven't, you can't speak upon that. But what if? What if you act this way? Why don't you find out? Okay, kudos to you for answering people's questions, but can you calm down a little? It's hard to hear when you're talking so fast. Yeah, I'm so worked up. I'm yelling. With your ignorance and arrogance, I feel like you're so dislikable. Honey, I'm not dislikable. There's lots of likable people. I'm liked a lot. In fact, I'm liked a whole lot. I can help a whole lot of people even with what you say. We could take away a name, Nancy. Hey, Nancy, why don't you talk about your involvement in the new foundation and the owners of that? I hear one of them's your pet. Reported for hate speech. Yeah. No. Anybody hates? If you reported it, that's pretty sad. You're so ridiculous. Right now you look like Harley Quinn, not in a good way. Hey, good, right on. Because I'm not wearing a turtleneck, slacks. Hey Nancy, what do you look like? Let's just see. What do you look like? Why do you get on me so much? Because I wear something you don't like? Right now you look like, oh wait, let's see. New foundation, I don't know what. Oh honey, you post it all the time. You post about it. You're like, look at this, and John, I'm not gonna say name. I actually am speaking to that person. You rub things in. Oh, they got help. I like the fact that foundation had to discredit me to make anything out of themselves, and they haven't done anything. But I like how they decided that they were going to do that way before. And it's funny because they sit there and say, no, and then we got our 501(c)(3) way before. It was put on a credit card, and then they started asking for money. Yeah, we shared them on too. Did you know that Indiana has Klan members? Okay. They're everywhere. Haters and me to look like one. I am one. And I'm a meanie to a bunch of kids. And I will not stop. So make your eyes up. Like I said, you don't know crap. And if I did put something on there, Who cares? Is it your lips? Huh? I want purple lips today? I'll put purple lips on. Ooh, you don't even know what I'm talking about. And you guys, not friends with it. Yeah, well, I have pink lipstick on. This isn't the best job here. Trying to go for that here. And if you guys harass somebody, because at least they're taking the time to know somebody, it's pretty sad. So if I want to wear purple lips, pink hair bow, green eyes, it's my choice. So have a good one. I'll pray for all of you. What am I doing? I'm making a point, honey. And it's hard to look at this and I want to wear purple lipstick. I'll wear purple lipstick. There's nothing you can do about it. You can try to talk shit. The words mean nothing. It's the same. All my love. Oh, look at the makeup. Till we talk again. I'll answer that, Sophia. What are my plans for the future? I'll answer that. I don't know. But I know that usually it's different. I'm just making a point. So stop. I know that I won't quit. I know that I will continue down my path of being an activist and an advocate for families' rights. Big difference. But I'm going to do it in a different way. I'm going to work on the media part. I'm going to work on promotions, and I'm going to build an educational program for children in a superhero way. Lady Liberty, Liberty Star is something that will come out in the Defender dolls and dudes. See, that's what it is. It's about the children. Defender dolls and dudes get to be superheroes just like everybody else by not bullying or acting like Nancy Thomas. Oh, she's losing her house to foreclosure this time. Grandma's not going to bail her out. See, that's kind of crazy that somebody would make fun of somebody losing their home. But you're wrong. Then on my own still 17 and I will not stop. So whatever I do, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. That's the way it is. If you knock me down, I'll get back up. If you decide to spread rumors, there's not much I can do about it until you cost me my income, my reputation, and you risk my children. Do not ever say my children's name again. Do not ever try to get them taken from me. Go live your life, Nancy. Go live your life, son of a bitch. Go live your life, Sophia. Demon 420. Because you guys are the ones on my feet. Have a nice night, day, night, and all the rest. No shit, you have your ass full of what? Have you gone for that 8 something? Okay. First, learn how to type. I mean, I can't read. Well, I'm in for a rude awakening. What are you going to do to me? You guys cannot stop. And you can't, I'm not going to go down. When you haven't done anything, I'm pretty confident. Not worried. What I'm worried about is my children that keep putting up with. You, Vernon, CJ, Davey, Bela. That's one of the worst. If it was your children, guys, you would feel the same way I do. So, nothing I'm talking about. Oh my God. All my love to you guys. So you guys see me again and stalk me again and make videos on me again. I'll be living my life. See you guys later. In. Make sure to grab that. It's not ending. Shoot. That's pretty crazy. I think you're right, man.